Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in the last couple of weeks now here, there's been a lot of talk about Star Wars The Acolyte, its possible potential cancellation of a second season. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the direct article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there, as well as an overall garnering source. So as I had mentioned there in our prologue, over the last couple of weeks there's just been a lot of circulation and a lot of talk about The Acolyte, its continuation with a possible potential second season on the Disney Plus streamer. First things first, let's get the facts out of the way. There wasn't any official confirmation or an official announcement of both sides of it. There wasn't an official announcement for an Acolyte Season 2 happening, and there wasn't necessarily an official announcement of The Acolyte actually being canceled. It kind of goes both ways, and when you look at it like that, it kind of cancels out both options in both directions of how it could have gone, essentially exactly. Either which way though, however, it seems, according to many of the different sources, and it even seems that now many of the cast members and some of the crew members have stepped forward on their social media platforms, have taken to kind of just post, you know, a reflective piece essentially about what it was like to be in a galaxy far, far away, and what it was like to join the Star Wars franchise, and what the Acolyte show had meant to them, of course, as something I'll discuss in a separate feature video here on the channel. I think that all in that really brings more closure and really solidifies more so of that the Acolyte is definitely just not moving forward with a second season. This video I specifically wanted to talk about how Star Wars or Disney had reportedly apparently removed some of the Acolyte merch from the official Disney store following the cancellation of the show, which was very up in the air and very spontaneous and random. And to be honest with you guys, it also seems that they've flipped the switch right back. They put the merch back onto the shop at the time of recording and publishing this video, but for like a solid couple of hours, for whatever reason, the merch was just randomly missing from the Disney store online for the Acolyte, and it's something just uncanny, like something that we've never seen before. I mean, I think the only other time that we've ever seen, like, you know, Star Wars or Lucasfilm really try to cancel out a piece of their own Star Wars content because it was just so atrocious and so, you know, horribly received, was the Star Wars Holiday Special back in '78, but that's a whole different kind of subject, honestly, even at that. So, as their article reads, merchandise based off of the Acolyte Disney Plus show has set up and has vanished from official Disney retail channels under perhaps not so mysterious circumstances. Reiterating, as I had mentioned though, however, at the time of recording and publishing this video, that said merch is all back on the online store. It just went missing for a couple of hours. To say that that was on purpose or not is really tough to say. The Acolyte was a recent Star Wars series that was decades before the franchise's 9-film Skywalker saga. It was canceled by Disney Plus, apparently, according to, you know, reports, shortly after its season finale had came to a conclusion. This act had left many fans markedly dissatisfied, with a bad taste within their mouths going both ways. Many fans wanted there to be a second season, and other fans didn't want there to be a second season, quite obviously. It goes both ways, and it's something I'll discuss in a whole separate feature video here on the channel. All I will really say is that nobody's necessarily forcing you to watch it. Anyway, the Acolyte merchandise had gone missing from the Disney store, so let's talk a little bit more about that. Following the sudden cancellation, reportedly, of Star Wars The Acolyte on August 19th, about last week now, the official website of the Disney store had completely, you know, kind of just exist the show's presence. This includes the delisting of all Acolyte branded merchandise. In addition, the Acolyte section listed on the site bars was also taken down for whatever reason. However, it was also seen that they were still playing like clips and advertisement commercials for the Acolyte during this, so it really leads me to believe that this was simply just really a mistake at the end of the day. Though the use of the internet's archives and the waybackmachine.com, which enables users to view snapshots of web pages taken on certain dates, one can clearly see that there were in fact a few pieces of the Acolyte merch up for sale mere days earlier. This had also included the below, a sweatshirt for the Acolytes and several of the Jedi from the series there as well. We won't get into all that though. There's like randomly a couple of pieces of merchandise that were just like left up and others that weren't up for whatever reason. Once again, it leads me to believe it kind of, adds onto that resume and solidifies more of the evidence of that. I think that this was honestly just some weird internet error or a mistake, and it wasn't something that was actually done by Disney themselves. It's also important to note that the Acolyte is far from the only Star Wars Disney Plus project to just not have a strong showing on the Disney Store. The Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi have only a small amount of offerings, especially now, while the smash hit Andor has no listings whatsoever on the site, which is really quite obscure. And hey Disney, you're missing out on money for all of those shows, let's be honest. And it was also very much worth mentioning that the Disney Store had routinely removes the devoted landing pages for specific projects when they're just no longer really relevant. They're not premiering new episodes every week for a given project inside and out of a galaxy far, far away and for the Star Wars franchise, but also with the products that fall under their banners are often still accessible even then when you go looking for them. However, with the Acolyte, all items associated with the series had just randomly kind of been purged essentially. And as the Rex article also mentions in an update part of their article here, the missing merchandise from the Acolyte had then been restored in the official Disney Store. So it kind of just leaves it all up in the air for why this merch just randomly went missing. And I honestly believe it was just simply, some type of internet error or bug. It's something that we've never seen in the Disney era of Star Wars Disney, essentially. As I had mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's something that Lucasfilm tried to do back in 1978 with the Star Wars Holiday Special for those obscure, obvious reasons of just how strange that whole project was. I don't necessarily hate it, but it was just really strange. And, I have my list of reasons why I like the Acolyte and my list of reasons why I don't like the Acolyte. I really don't even think I'm one to speak on it, though, because, quite honestly, I never finished the Acolyte. I didn't have the attention span, and I didn't have the time to necessarily finish it. I got like halfway through, and that was that. Anyway, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.